a demonstration for about 3.5 minutes and then going, I'm now a pro, because that is what we have got for you today. Let me tell you that this is a really special day. I've got brand new bundles. I want to let you know we've been on for an hour already. Where were you? It's all right, you've joined us now, I'll let you off. Huge amount of our stock already gone on these. Some of them I've got 2 handfuls left of, and that is it. We are joined today by our fabulous, creative star, the lovely Sandra. Hiya.
Hi everybody. I'm holding the fort of senility today, I'm sure.
I love that.
I'm not judging anybody.
We have got some real special treats for you. Shall we dive on in? Because I know you want to see what we're working with. Let us get started for you today. We are going to be bringing to you our seasons and winter and ice collection. Now, this is a bundle. It's new, it's here, it's hot, it's tariff-free. What on earth does tariff-free mean? It means that everybody is going to be paying the same price. You're not paying those extra odds and ends on it. If you are in the US, you will know all about tariffs. You don't have to worry about it here. You've got a tariff-free deal. If you buy this right here, right now, we can guarantee that to you. Let me give you a brief look at what we're going to get, and then I'm going to get some inspo. And yes, we've got demonstrations. By the way, we're with you for 2 hours now, so I want your questions in. If you've seen this before and you love it, let us know why. If you have never seen this before and you've got questions, get them into us. Maybe you've recently created something and you've dropped something on it, you made a right mess of it, you need it fixing. We're here for you. This is live. If you are watching at approximately 2 minutes past 2 in the afternoon here in the UK, then we are absolutely live. And we've got lovely socials. Becky, I love her name. Great, Becky. Looking after us on social, so do message us in and Becky will send them through to this Becky. Let me show you what we've got in here. So first off, we're going to show you the ice and snow stencils. Now, if you're looking at this and thinking, too intricate for me, not a chance in a month of Wednesdays, do not worry. This holds your hand step by step through it. And we're going to have demos with this really, really soon anyway. You're getting stencils, you're getting instructions. And this isn't just a very brief, pamphlet of instructions. This is a detailed booklet that is guiding you through step by step. It really could not be simpler. I've also got, look at this, beautiful seasons. We're feeling wintry, we're feeling Christmassy. I don't know about you, but I am. I finished work the other night and I was like, it's slightly darker than it was this time a month ago. It really is. Nights are starting to draw in, I reckon. We are getting Christmas and festivities ready right here. I've got skating boots, which actually, think about it, all year round. It's an amazing hobby, isn't it? Not that I can do it. Is anyone good at ice skating? No? You any good at ice skating, Sandra?
Oh, no.
No. Are you a holder onto the railer like
I'm
myself?
let's stop at the radiator in the bathroom, I think. Yeah.
I love that. We've got everything you need in here to create them. This is a deal for you, just $44.99 or $50.28. I need to give you a heads up, less than 20 of these available. Once they're gone, they're gone. That price is for right here, right now. Grab it whilst you can. Let's get inspired. Sandra, I'm with you.
Oh, here we go then. So this is a bit of a mixture of all of them. You can see there, we're getting some seeds. You're going to be able to draw this. I know it looks crazy, but you can do it. A lovely little candle.
Beautiful.
And the ice skates. And then look, you can make your own little display there. Look at this one. What about some mittens and a little bootmark?
Oh, Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
No, about this one, because of course we've got the words on with the music as well, so you could put little words there to it. That's lovely, isn't it? Very icy with the colours.
Very.
Different variation on the ice skate. Another one, look. Then, of course, there's that lovely little robin. Even how you draw the landscape in the background. These look a little bit different in some senses because I've not put the black outlines around, so you can actually take them off if you want to and have something that's slightly more subtle. Look at the cardinal.
God, it's so nice.
How
You look so proud.
See, how lovely. And then, of course, you've got your snow and ice. I mean, these, brilliant for little Christmas cards, but also, don't know about you, I'm a winter birthday kind of girl, so thinking doesn't have to be just Christmas if you've got winter birthdays. Do you know, in the past, when you get winter birthdays, they always end up looking Christmassy, don't they? I know, because I've had a few. But looking at these, they're not. Imagine doing that. And then, of course, you don't have to kind of sort of do the snowflakes. You can mix and match if you want to and create your own little versions. I mean, look how lovely is this one.
That's fab. That's given me a touch of, do you want to build a snowman, if you know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely, with the colours and everything, a bit of glitter in there.
Great.
So, yes, so many different variations depending on what you want to do with it. You can go really subtle, or you can go really sort of traditional Sanntangle, I would say, you know, with the fine liner and things like that. But whatever you want to do with it, whatever colours you go with, you can actually draw all of these things I've just shown you.
It's phenomenal. This is your chance to grab it. Okay, update on these. 17 now only. 17, 17, not 70. That'd be great. 17 available at this bundle price, so grab it whilst you can. Let's say hello. And Patty's in saying hello, Sandra and everyone. Love all your wonderful products from the Michigan girls.
Oh, hi.
Hey, Michigan girls. I've got PB in saying, good morning, Sandra, Becky and CTV crew, socials and warehouse. That's lovely. Everyone's involved. Yeah. Hello, warehouse. They're too busy. Wendy's in from sunny southern Colorado. Good morning from California. That's M's books are everywhere. Love having Becky presenting today and Sandra demonstrating. Mwah, how are you doing, M's? Gorgeous to see you. Hello, everybody. Nice to see Rebecca Redican again. That's from Faye. I got full names.
Oh, that was quite official.
I like that. Yeah, it's official. Yeah. Hello to Michelle as well from North Myrtle, a beach in South California. Hello to you. Mary Beth's in. Rhonda's in. Good morning, everyone. What do you think? Hello again. Had not hearing of these, but they look amazing. So you had not heard of these ones. That's from lovely Salto Walters. You hadn't heard of Sanntangle before, but you're loving the look of them. I love that. We are going to demonstrate these really, really, really soon, so do stick with us. If you've got any questions about these, and I always say this, and you'll know this as a teacher, no such thing as a silly question, right?
Absolutely not. And I know wasn't there a lady in the last show that asked a question?
There was, and thank you for the reminder. I'm going to zoom on back to that in a bit.
Yeah, sorry. or message in again and ask the question. We're happy to answer.
I know how to scroll, don't you worry.
Hey.
So we have also got for you today the incredible timepieces. These are so special. It's giving me Alice in Wonderland. It's giving me, was it called Hugo? That really massive film where there's a fella who likes to stand under clocks. Again, not the true synopsis. It's a beautiful look that you've got here. You've got timepieces that are kind of modern, but they are historic. It's phenomenal. I've also got these ones, which I love. Can I just ask a real brief question? Anyone got any like sentiment stamps at home? Just a few. Do you know what I would love? Text in, how many-ish do you think you have? Have a little message in. I bet there's very few of you that are like, I've just got the 5. We have sentiment stamps. In here, you get this lovely little band area where you can put whatever sentiment you want in at all. Use any that you've got to really make these unique and individual. They're just phenomenal. You get all the stencils, all the templates. This is a bundle live new deal for you for the full kit and caboodle. Yes, you're getting both. No, it's not a pick and choose. £44.99 or $60, 28 only. It's tariff-free US's, so do feel free to fill those boots. This is a really, really unisex design, isn't it, Sandra?
It certainly is. And you asked the question, maybe why put the two together? It's because, you know, you've got that band, you can make it as wide or as narrow as you want to. So sentiment's brilliant. But you could put the band across the clock if you wanted to. So you don't have to think of drawing the whole picture. You can mix it. Great. And if you wanted to then bring the frame in that you've actually drawn with the timepieces, you can do that as well. So you've kind of got a couple of frames, a couple of images. You sort of throw them up in the air and see what comes down. Put the two together and you're creating, again, more unique pieces of artwork. And it's giving you something to sort of push you a little bit, maybe. So rather than saying keep them separate, so how can I actually use them together to create different things? Of course, in the frames you've got like flowers and little curves going around. Bring those into your clocks So you draw that kind of face. I mean, I actually did a tattoo once of 3 clocks. It looked great. And flowers all the way around it, so you can actually work the two things together. Hence, I put them in a bundle for you, because once you've got them, you think, well, why didn't I think of that? So
yeah, I
hope that
think
helps.
that's wonderful. And this is the thing, you are unlocking creativity with this. Do you fancy some examples? Let's have a little look. Sandra,
Here we go. So this one has been created, going a little bit different from the instructions there, but sort of mixing and matching. See with the extra little flowers. This one is just divine because it's nice to have that square shape, something nice and subtle, a little bit of detailing. Of course, little stamp there, little sentiment. Here's that lovely little clock looking a little bit different in terms of colour. I've got 2 of these, look different. Same one, but different. Crazy, isn't it? Every single one is going to be different. But then here you've got your frames. So you could take this heart frame and you could put a clock in there if you wanted to. Or you could take this feather design and mix it in as we've just discussed. There again, look, perfect space. But you're drawing this, so you could make this as wide or as narrow as you wanted it to be.
Fab.
That one's just lovely, isn't it? A little teardrop family. Again, all these little elements, you could put the clock in and have these going around. Then, of course, you've got this lovely timepiece again. Same but different. Crazy, isn't it? They're just beautiful.
It's fantastic the amount you can do with it. So if you do have your sentiments, for example, like Donna Yam, who has 500 sentiments in her stash.
Oh my goodness me.
500. Do you have more or less than that? Message us in. Get in touch with Becky on socials. Let us know. 500? Blimey, that's every occasion, isn't it? If you do have sentiments, you've got the perfect opportunity to use them with this, making that bigger for your bigger ones, making it more delicate. It's your creativity, and you, with this bundle, have got that flexibility. It is just $44.99 for you. Not a huge amount of these ones left, though, I am afraid. Now, I'm about to show you our most popular one of the show. Most popular is great, because already you know that you're going to love it. Problem with it being is we've been a hive of activity with them, and there really is quite the buzz around these. I presume that was a sigh of wow, that was good from Sandra. I have got hardly any of these left. It is your stunning B bundle. 16 of these left, only 16. I've got to be honest with you, we're looking at over half the stock gone right now. I'm going to go through this really, really quickly, fly through it if you will. And we have just got some real, we're going to be looking at a little bit of inspo with these, but also demonstration with this, okay? I'm going to be honest with you here, this is just a little tip from me. If this is speaking to you even a little bit, always grab it before a demonstration, because as soon as we get into a demonstration, people see how easy it is. They literally just go and, Johnny, well done. He's just reminding you that at that price, you're not going to be stung. God, it was good. So good. You do have to be good at puns to work here, by the way, just in case you're thinking. And we have got for you all of the instructions, all of the stencils, including this one, which we are all slightly obsessed with. You can do mandalas with this. You can do these as different sized frames. You don't have to do it as a whole thing. We will talk about that more later. And we have also got for you more stencils, more backgrounds, more shapes, more fun, and all of that, moreness, more. Please, sir, can I have some more for just £52.09? This is a serious bundle. I know that you've given us a special price on this, so thank you so much.
Oh, they're lovely, aren't they?
The inspiration for this is special, isn't it?
Okay. So we did have a bit of a conversation. There is such a thing as a pink bee, and here it is. Look at that.
Gorgeous.
That is divine, isn't it?
Yeah.
Of course, you can see that little frame in the background.
Yes.
You do have a little bit of that frame, a little bit of a starter within this particular stencil, but of course, bringing that frame in means you can go even bigger.
Love it.
Look at that. You know, you saw the stencil. It was just a load of dots.
Yeah.
I said just a load of dots. Hang on a second.
Very
here we
well
are.
thought out
Just a load of dots. Look, just a load of dots. But that will help you create that. And don't forget, if you actually run this through your die cutting machine, you can emboss it. So you'll have a little dots embossed. Anyway, moving on. So look, even down to the little beehive, look, tiny little bees. The blossom, it shows you how to do all that as well. There's our lovely little bee, but again, different colourway.
Love it.
Little bookmark, look. Again, little
Fab.
hexagons, little bees coming in. There's our other little bee with the little crisscross kind of corset going off on the background there. Lovely little black and white one. Then, of course, you're like, where's that come from?
Yeah.
What's this? Remember this?
Wow. Gorgeous. Love
All
that.
this does, you dots, you separate the sections up and you draw something in each section.
Fab.
Before you know it, you're creating things like this.
That's just wonderful.
It's just brilliant. Look at that.
Wow.
Look at that. So, yeah, they're great as a frame. You can take any sort of one section or two if you want a wider frame, or three,
Gorgeous.
or use the whole thing and you're creating mandalas.
Fab.
Lovely,
We
aren't
have
they?
got the opportunity for you to grab all of these right now. I've got 15 of these ones left now. That is half stock. See you later, sweet potato. They are going quicker and quicker. I have got your questions coming in. Just whilst we're looking at this, a really great quick question that came in from Sarah was, what's the best paper to work with for Sanntangle?
That's a brilliant question, and I get asked this ever such a lot. What I'm using, I've got two here today. What I'm using for practicing, when I say practicing, just drawing a bit of a, a quick demonstration, is that this is regular printer paper. Can you hear it? Yeah. It's a bit rubbish if you want to colour and if you want to shade and blend on it. But if you're just having a go, that's fine. But now listen to this one.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, this is 270 GSM, the finest possible cartridge paper you can get your hands on. Cartridge paper means it's got a little bit of tooth, listen,
Oh, yeah.
a little bit of tooth to it, so it's going to hold that colour, it's going to allow you to ink, it's going to allow you to sort of blend on it, and it's going to mean that when you put this in a frame, it's not going to warp or go off, it's not going to look rubbish. It's great using this if you're just having a quick practice, but honestly, the quicker you can get onto a decent paper, the better results you're going to have. And you're going to find that, yeah, it's not as affordable as this, but it's going to show in your artwork. It's going to look fantastic.
Right.
Cartridge paper. I know in the States they have something called Canson.
Okay.
That's a really nice one. And also, if you're using crafters, Nina card.
Perfect.
That works really nice as well. It's got a nice structure to it. So, yeah, go for the best you can.
Love that.
This is literally just for having a quick sketch, a quick go.
A quick go. Perfect. Just showing you don't have to spend loads and loads and loads to get a good finish. Loads of questions coming through. Don't worry, I'm going to get to them. Just a quick reminder, we have now got 14 left on these. That's it, 14. Once they're gone, they're gone. This is your price right now. It is tariff free. This is same price for absolutely everyone, unless your brand's new. And you sign up to our emails, I'm going to give you 20% off today. Not 10, but 20% off today. So grab it whilst you can, only 14 left. Okay, this is a popular one as well. Who's been on holiday so far this summer? Let us know where you've been, please. I'm trying to think of new holiday destinations, and quite frankly, I just get stuck, so any advice, much welcome. If you have been away on holiday and you have captured some of those memories and you want to scrapbook about it or do photo albums about it, mood boards about it, this could be the one for you. We have got a whole town's worth, nay, a city's worth of fantastic, mystical, magical, wonderful, imaginative buildings and camper vans in this Riverside Row selection. This has got a story within it, it's got instructions within it, it's got incredible inspiration and ideas. It's got a plethora of different buildings and scenic designs that you can create just from one fantastic stencil. And dependent on how you build these and play with these, this is a great one for you. And I think sometimes people will look at this and go, okay, well, I can't draw, so that's not for me. If you can follow a stencil, you can do this, can't you?
You really can.
You really can. This is an incredibly popular one. It really has been. Again, it was only on for sort of 50 minutes in the first show due to technical issues, but it has already been one of our most popular. We have got only 20 of these ones left. That is a sensational deal for what you're getting. And this really is an imagination motivator, isn't it?
It certainly is, yeah. As I said earlier, actually, as I draw these images, then the stories come to mind, and it all sort of stems back to our original Locket Lane. And it's about a locket was found at the back of a house next to a well. And of course, within this, you do find little snippets of that story coming through. So if you're a follower of Locket Lane and you loved that one, of course, Coffee Pot Lane, then this extra little bit of the story is going to sort of really get you sort of your mind working as to what's going on. Yeah.
Definitely. If you've ever had those moments whereby you're thinking, I'm in the mood to create something, but I've no idea what to because my mojo's gone. This is the one for you. This is the one that's going to get you moving and motivated, and quickly as well, to create quickly.
Very quickly. Yeah.
It's a stunning collection. We will talk about this more, but for the final 20 now, and if you want it, if it's speaking to you, grab it whilst you can, okay? That's a very special treat, and the things you can make are sensational.
Oh, here we go. So a few you can see you've got the lovely little camper van. They've actually taken the suitcases off the top, and they've got a little bit of a drink going on there. So they've stopped for a little spell. I hope it's non-alcoholic there, of course. But then there's your camper van with the cases on the top, that little knot holding it in place. Of course, you can go really elaborate, and you can create this lovely thing. Again, we talked about this. This is a background stencil. So you've actually got that included in there. Look, the little, and again, you see the hills in the background, the stencil's included.
Right.
A little bit of Venice with the chalets there, little chair so you can sit out. All these little extra details come in, don't they?
Yeah.
The beach hut, which we demoed earlier, that's the coloured in version, as you can see, little sand castles. The flags. There's a flag there going the wrong way, so I don't know which way the wind's blowing, because it doesn't matter. There's another beach hut version, look, just beautiful on fabric, that. Little chalet sort of windows. That could be anywhere, couldn't it?
Yeah.
Again, we sort of said that was a bit Venice-like, so you can, you know, your imagination starts to run wild. And of course, the camper vans, it's just lovely, isn't it? This one, look, this is the little mill. But instead of putting the water well and things in, I've got a bit of a fairground going. Because, of course, in Locket Lane, not in this one, but in Locket Lane, there is a fairground.
Of course.
And then, of course, there's that lovely little window going on.
Beautiful.
So you could be anywhere, couldn't you, really?
Yeah.
Whatever takes your fancy with this.
I just think it's magical, and if you want a little touch of that magic, if you're looking at this and you're thinking, there is not a chance I can do something like that, I'm going to prove you wrong. Well, I'm not, Sandra is, in just a few minutes, honestly. For you today, $32.99 or $44.98, and it is tariff-free for you today. Not a huge amount of those left, 20 only, because it's been popular. A great opportunity for you too, especially if you've been dreaming of your holidays. And speaking of which, let's move on in to our dream catcher. This is the most affordable new treat of a bundle that we've got for you. Not a huge amount left, under £20, under $26. It is your fabulous Native Dream Catcher. This collection here has got beautiful feathers of lots of different varieties. You've got arrows in here. I love that we're talking about it as a dream catcher, but you know, looking at some of these pictures, they're almost like brooches that you might wear, you know, decor you might have around your house. Again, all of the instructions are here for you, but that does not mean the instructions teach you how to make that, and that is all you can make. Once you get the skills, there is so much that you can create with these. You get the stencils, so no, you don't have to be perfect at drawing a feather. It's in there for you. This is step by step. It's so affordable. I would say to you, if you've never tried this before and you may be lacking a bit of confidence, this could be a great one for you to get involved with because it's so affordable, and I'm sure you're just going to become obsessed. It is just £18.99 or $25.79. Although it's Dreamcatcher focused, there's a lot we can do with it, isn't there?
There is absolutely a lot you can do with it. If you don't want to do the Dreamcatcher, you can see here, I've just got the feathers hanging off an arrow there. Of course, bring your crafty bits in. This could be a great card, but I've got it in a little frame there. So some of the pictures, they were on the wall, but of course, as we're moving I don't know where they are, but you can see that. Got that one? Yeah. Yeah, there's quite a story actually to our move. Things are not going as as you would expect
as you
all
would
the
like
way.
them to.
But you can see, look, I mean, looking at that one, you can go, you know, quite so. Once you've got the hang of it, you can then create some more elaborate type pieces going on there. So I'm sorry, I don't have the actual original Dreamcatcher, but I am going to demo that one. So
Great. Oh, perfect.
yeah, I think it's really nice to do. So.
Yeah, we will dive into that demo really soon. You've been sending in your questions, which is great. That's what we're here for. So let's dive on into a couple now. Hello to Lynn's Polly Riley. Hey, Polly, you're right. Can I ask a question? No.
That's it then.
Let's say, yes, of course you can, my love. After I have rubbed out my lines, now we saw you do this a little bit earlier actually. If you saw the demo earlier on, we were rubbing out lines in the sandcastles. When I rub out lines and went over with a fine liner, when it comes to colouring, it all seems to go to a huge mess. I've tried so many times with my SN pen. So if you've got any advice with that, once you've rubbed out the lines, you're going over it with your fine liner, just seems to be a bit of a mess. How are we colouring that when they're using their SN pens?
Okay, couple of things there. The art liners are water-based, so it depends what you're colouring with. If you're then going in and colouring with watercolours or brush pens, because the art liner is water-based, it is going to merge, so you want a permanent fine liner. So I know we don't bring my fine liners to air here, but you're looking for something permanent, and that means, shall I demonstrate? Do you mind? I think
no,
sometimes
go
it
ahead.
actually works. So this one is permanent, so if I draw a bit of a swirly line there, like so. Okay, now what I would do, if I'd got pencil underneath that, I would leave it just for a little bit, just to make sure before I rubbed anything out. Let me just sort of bring that in, hang on a second. So here's my 2B pencil. So say I'd drawn that with that. Yeah. Then I would come back in, because I do say we draw with pencil a lot, don't we? There you go. Yes. So you can kind of see the pencil underneath. So, hang on a second. Always got my little sturdy rubber look.
Well done.
So then rubbing it out, I can go over that. It's not going to be a problem, which it shouldn't be with your outliners, as long as you give it time to dry. You see, doing that as well, what's really nice, instead of actually applying makeup, you use a makeup brush.
Okay.
And if you swish the rubber bits away, it's going to stop it smudging as much.
Great.
So this is brilliant. My mum will be ever so pleased I'm using it, but I don't think it's quite what she wanted me to use it for. So
I love that.
So here we go. I've got a couple of watercolour pencils here now. So if I then bring some colour in there, like so. Yeah. Let's use a bit of a different colour. I'll use it on this one as well. Now I'm not particularly trying to be neat or anything like that. Yeah. It's just about proving the point. Now when you're using water on, trying to do watercolour, things like that, you don't need a load of water. No. So I'll literally spritz on the desk. Bit of a water in. Now when you're using watercolour, I know sometimes you think you've got to use loads of water. No, if you put that over your hand and it drips off your hand, it's too wet, certainly for watercolour pencils. So I'm going to just take a little bit off, and then I'm going to work along and in with that. Great. So I'm on purpose going to go over the lines just so you can see it. Yeah. You see, because my pen is permanent. Yeah. You see, so yeah. Yeah, great. Bit of a mess, not really showing much in terms of, but it's permanent holding on there. Yes. So that's what you want to be looking at. You want something that's permanent, something that's archival. And of course, the beauty about watercolour, once it's dry, you can go back in. If I was to go back in now with this one, because that's wet, it would bleed a bit, but once it's dry, you can go back in with a permanent, be fine. So hopefully that answers your question. If you're using the art liner, just one final thing, use alcohol markers to colour it, because the alcohol markers and the water-based fine liner won't merge. So that'll do that. That is perfect. Thank you so much for that. We've got so many other questions coming in and we are going to get to them. Let's take a quick break. We'll answer some more of your questions and we will be driving on into a demo. Some of these are extremely low in stock, way over half the stock gone on a lot of these. So whilst you're in the break, check out your baskets. We'll be back with demos and more after this.
Hello everyone, Munchkin and I wrote a poem to tell you how much we love Crafter's Companion. Being back is a wondrous sight. Sarah has always brought us a treasure trove of delights. Your papers shimmer and make all our crafts shine. Your pens, pencils, and markers make all crafters say, they are mine. Your scissors are like a sword in the hand. Your glue is so strong it is in the highest demand. Crafters TV is the happiest sight. All crafters plan their schedules for this amazing delight. The interaction with staff, presenters, and hosts brings fun satisfaction and happiness to most. Ben brings us the most entertaining crafting song, but in the end, it all comes down to being able to craft along. Sarah and Crafter's Companion, we wish you the most successful 2025 and so many more years to come. Thank you for everything that you give to us.
The Crafter's Companion warehouse clearance is here, and everything is just £1, $1 or €1. Stamps, dies, paper, markers, and so much more. Shop the warehouse clearance on our website today and save big.
My favourite part is the interaction we can have with the lovely presenters.
The laughter and the giggles and the dressing up and the jokes.
Really fun and really good, and sometimes the only laugh you will get when you're not feeling well.
The personal connection with the presenters and the demonstrators.
The inspiration and clear instruction is patiently presented.
I love everyone that I have come to know on Crafters TV.
Well, we got two comedians, Dan and Craig. They're not comedians really, they're brilliant.
Presenters are great. Demonstrators are great.
Number one is the enjoyment I get from watching Ben and all of the demonstrators making the projects.
You are all so down to earth and genuine people, always willing to share and help.
Personal connection with everyone that's involved in Crafters TV.
For me, they have become my friend, creating a personal connection and making you feel part of a crafting family.
And get me a chuckle. It just feels like you're right there in my living room.
Hello everyone, Holly here again. I can't craft as I only have paws, but I thought you might like to see my favourite toy who keeps me company when my mummy is crafting. So here he is, Space Bear. He lives in space, but he comes to see me when mummy is in her craft room using her crafter's goodies that she loves and seems to get delivered every day. Just saying. Anyway, here he is, my favourite toy, Space Bear. Thanks again everybody, bye!
Welcome back to Crafters TV, my loves. How is your day going? Are you feeling like you need bargains, creativity, inspiration, and possibly a few really rubbish puns? If so, you're in the right place. Hi, my name's Becky. I'm with you for this fantastic show with the wonderful Sandra. I'm going to have to dive straight in really quickly as a reminder on this because the lowness in stock, yes, lowness, is low. We have got for you only 14 of these available. It's a new treat of a bundle for you. It is our selection where you're getting the season winter and you're getting ice and snow bundle. If you have never seen Sanntangle before, we're going to be demoing it in less than a minute and a half, all right? In here, you are going to get your instructions. You can create these, but this is not all you can create. This is a taster, an amuse-bouche, if you will, of what you can create with these. You're getting everything you need, including the stencils. If you're thinking, I cannot draw to save my life, this is going to help you. You're going to be creating your own artwork like that. It's amazing how quick this is. Literally 14 of these available, and that is your deal whilst we are live on air right here, right now. It is a tariff-free price point. Please, 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 if you have got your hands on this one particularly, and the B particularly, if it's in your basket, now is the time to check out, because we're really low in stock, and as soon as we dive into a demo, the sales always just go whoa, because people go, wow, that's easy and that's amazing. So do seize the moment on this one right now. Should we get into a demo? Let's do it. Sandra, what we making?
Okay, first thing you do when you get your stencil is you number it, because without that, following the instructions, you're going to end up with something completely different. So have a look. On the back, it shows you. Oh, hang on, here we go. On the back. There you go. So number it according to mine.
Great.
You need a permanent marker with that. Mine won't. Mine will rub off, but that's a good thing, because sometimes we put marks and things on. So this is like, I've used a Sharpie to put that on, or an alcohol marker will do the same thing. And then have a quick flick through your instructions. You know, have a look at what it's telling you to do. Look at the pictures and look at the words, and kind of just sort of follow it through. So look, between steps 1 and 9, we've got a snowflake. So you go, okay, how do I do that? Where do I start? And you know, we just talked about papers earlier. I'm using that flimsy paper because I just want to show you how it's done.
Great.
And then we can work into this after. So do a practice first. I've already followed the first few steps where I've put my shape on here and I've drawn my lines in, and then I've split space up. So it's split it into 4, then into 8, and that kind of thing. Some of them I've got dotted lines, some of them I've got solid lines, but it does show you that in the instructions. So you just see here, look, I've got some dotted lines and some solids, just so it makes life a bit easier. I'm all for easy if I can, and making it as clear as possible. So I'm going to come straight in with a pen so you can see the difference between what I'm doing here and what I'm doing with this. Actually, I might even come in and use a different colour pen.
Okay.
Let me just put something underneath what I'm doing just to be sure. You don't want to draw on the desk, I'll get told off. Okay. So, all right. So coming in with a pen here, and looking at my picture, this is kind of between 2 dots. So I'm going to sort of look here, and it shows that I've got to do a V shape like that between those 2.
Okay.
And I've got a V shape underneath like that. Okay, that's straightforward, isn't it?
Yeah, easy.
So if I do another one, V shape. I'm not going to do all that, I'll just do part of it so you can sort of see where it's going. You see, each time I'm missing one.
Yeah.
So this time, like, I'm going to do that way and that way. And then you will have drawn this in pencil, because then what you can do is I'm going to put like a little line there. So I'm going to come round that look, and I'm going to turn that one into a thicker shape.
Ah, cool.
And then I'm going to come down here and do the same with this one. You would actually go round your shape, so you've got your line in the middle. But being that I'm using pen, and then I'm going to come down here. You see, already?
Yeah, already coming together.
So let's do that one. See, I'm kind of working here with muscle memory. So rather than do, you know, each line and move my paper each time, I'm doing first one like that. So see, I'm going to come round and do this one and this one. I mean, I'm speed tangling, so you would take your time, wouldn't you? You're not going to try and do this in 2 minutes. This is a nice afternoon project. So you see, you do that all the way around, so you get all of your shapes.
Fab.
And then here we've got a line drawn part way up, and that's because I want to do the same shape, but I'm going to do it further down. So I didn't need my lines all up there.
Yeah.
Let's do another one. Look at that, amazing, isn't it? Paper moves. There you go. And same sort of thing, look. Putting that one in there, down there. So I don't think I've done anything at the minute that's particularly tricky. I think maybe, you know, putting your little bit of a grid in first and getting your sections, but then that's straightforward, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that's kind of our first little bit. I say I'm not going to do all of it because you get the idea. And then I'm going to come to my stencil, and I've got a choice here. I've actually used, let's have a look, step 8, it says shape 13. So I've used shape 13. You might think, well, do you know what? I want to go bigger, or I want to go smaller.
Yeah.
So you choose which shape you want to use. So let's stick with it. And of course as well, you've got the points. It's slightly different. It's like a kite shape. So you can choose to have it either way round. So you see, and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put that one in. Again, I'm going to draw it with pen, but you would do all this in pencil till you're happy with what you've got. Okay, there we go. And another one there. And along there. See, look, you're getting these lovely little shapes going on. And I can choose to use the same one, or I can come down and use a smaller one on those smaller pieces there. So at the moment, I've not done anything crazy, but that going all around looks amazing, doesn't it?
Yeah, fab.
So then let's look at the next bit, and I'm just going to switch to pencil for a minute for this one.
Okay.
Because it's a bit of a curve. Now, with curves, this is where you get a little bit, oh my goodness me, it's a big curve, what's going on? We look at the picture, and it's kind of coming over here. It's kind of in line with this. So it's going to be about there. So I've already put myself a mark about there. And then the nice thing is, you can say, right, okay, it's going to start there. See, I've put a bit of a curve in, and it's going to end here. So I know where I'm starting and where I'm finished. Notice as well, I've gone from there to vertical.
Yeah.
Because then what I can do, I can imagine where this curve's going to be.
Ah, I get you.
Oh. So I'm pretending I'm drawing it, but I'm not really.
Yeah.
And this is where my muscle memory's kicking in, because it's like, right, okay, I'm getting that now. Put something on the paper, Sandra, I'm getting it. So you can come in with dotted line if you want. So you're not convinced it's fine, and then say, right, okay, I'm happy with that. I'm going to come on in and do it.
Great.
You see?
Yeah.
Little curl, coming back in. Let's put that in for a moment. And then I've got another one on the top. So if I draw this one first, and then I'm going to sort of follow that down, I'm going to come round here. Notice that I've got my finger in the point where I'm coming
in the middle,
to.
Yeah.
It's kind of putting me so I know where I'm going to end up.
Ah, good tip.
There you go. Again, a little bit rough in places, but this is it. We're just practicing. We're just having a go. You see, you've got those coming off there. So I can have another one coming up here. Now, I'm just going to go for it because that was the biggest. If I can do that one, I could do that one, can't I? But look, I've got a flat end.
Yes.
But I've got a pencil.
Yeah.
So it's easy to come in and change the shape once you've got something drawn, than to try and worry about getting it perfect first time round.
Perfect.
So of course, once you've got this, in this space here, I've put some little bubbles, and I'm going to put little lines. Now I'm doing this really quick because I've got one I can show you. And then kind of here, I could come in, put some little lines. It's kind of almost making a little bit of lace. Oh, you need, I'll just show you one more thing, and then I'll move on to the next bit. So let's take this little shape here. You know the one we did earlier? I'm just going to put that in. But what if I don't necessarily want that shape, because I want to have a little bit of a shape coming off? What about if I put a curve in there, like that?
Yeah.
And then I go like that, and like that.
Oh, lovely.
New shape. So
great.
Let's imagine for a moment I've done my little bits of lace. I've got my whole snowflake in.
Yeah.
I've got my curls. Looks a little bit like that.
Oh, amazing.
So there it is, look. So it's a different way round, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
There's my curls I've just done.
Great.
I've done a couple at the top here, and then of course there's that little leaf I've just showed you.
Fab.
But let's take it a step further, because of course adding a few extra bits and pieces in. All I've done with this one, I just want to show you and shade it, see. I've got a bit of a cabochon sitting there, look, ready for that?
Lovely.
And then here I've got little bits of glitter going on. But bringing in my pencil, I'm not going to use my mechanical pencil for shading. I'm going to use a 2B.
Okay.
Because on cartridge paper, it's going to allow me to move a bit more.
Got you.
So that's just lovely, that, isn't it?
Yeah, lovely.
I'm going to stick that. So shading wise, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in on the underside of these shapes here. So this is not about colouring in, although these would look fantastic coloured in like gems.
Yeah.
But I say today I wanted to do techniques rather than colouring. So you see, all underneath.
Adding real definition, isn't it? Looks great.
Yeah, and then my tortillon. You've not seen me use one of these yet today. It's rolled up paper. It's only like a half size. It means it's going to be easy for you to manage. They're nice, got a point at the top. Don't use a pencil sharpener on them. When it gets a bit flat, you can use a nail file. Or you can use a rubber to clean it up if you want. If you find that your end gets really flat, which they do sometimes, you've got a little hole at the top, open up a paper clip, push it inside, and it'll pull your little point back up.
Great.
So I'm going to use finger and thumb, okay, just to hold it nice and gentle. I'm not using it like a regular pencil, look, I'm holding it downwards. So what I can do then is if I come on in and gently move my pencil. You see now, if I was to do this on that other paper,
yeah,
it wouldn't move and it wouldn't blend so well.
Got you, so it's good for that one.
But, so, you know, if you're just doing a practice, just be aware that your pencil's not going to move like it is. There you go.
Speaking of colouring and blending, Evelyn has asked, at what point does Sandra start adding colour to her designs? And how do you stop the designs from smudging when you are adding the colour? So at what point do you add your colour, Sandra?
Oh gosh. Once the whole piece is drawn, so like now, I would start adding colour because I've got all my outline in, I know where I'm going with it.
Yeah.
What I do a lot is I will take a drawing and perhaps do some pencil on it, and then I'll add a pop of colour in places.
Yeah.
So you can see by inking this here, I'm already going in almost for blues, aren't I?
Yes, you are, yeah.
So if I'm going to add colour, I'd decide where I'm going to add it. And as I've kind of already mentioned, gems around these bits.
Yeah.
I'd colour those first.
Got you.
So whether it's alcohol markers, coloured pencils, watercolour, whatever you want to use, I'd colour those first, because you are right, this will smudge if I put too much on it.
Yeah.
A nice thing to do if you do find that you're smudging, you know, you've got this stencil.
Yeah.
Put it on your paper and lean on your stencil.
Ah, great.
Because it means that you're not leaning on your paper so much. And then I'd come in afterwards and then I'd do my shading. But because I'm just showing shading today, that's what I do. I would usually as well, ink after I've coloured.
Yeah.
But because I say it's a demonstration purposes today, I wanted to give a bit of colour. I've done that, but I would normally draw it, do the black outlines, put the colour on, then add the pencil shading. I mean, look how lovely that is.
Looks fab.
Just doing that little bit. So if I bring, let's have a little bit of watercolour. I've got all my pencils, but my watercolour's just kind of here, sat here. So here we go, a little bit of colour in there. Kind of gone quite soft with it today, haven't I, in terms of, there you go, so adding a little bit of that in there.
Beautiful.
There's that paintbrush. Just a little bit of this, just so you can, I think sometimes we do get quite afraid of colouring. So if you sort of think, I'm not so sure and I'm not very comfortable with it, then just shade it with a pencil.
Great.
What you can do then is you can actually come over the top with a bit of colour if you want to, because that thing is going to give you a slightly more vintage feel. It's going to look a little bit sort of different in terms of how you colour, but you know, there's other ways around it, things you can do.
Fabulous.
Yeah, I have started to see, I coloured and put a bit of water on, but what I'm doing now is I've got a relatively kind of dry, almost dry brush, and I'm taking colour just from the point, not from the wood bit, just from the point. You can go back in, look, and you can have a bit more control.
Looks fab.
And add a little bit more, see a bit more water. Better clean that up after. There you go, because what you don't want is you don't want to sort of colour the whole thing and find that there's nothing left for the water to go in. So you can be quite controlled with this. So the idea would be is to colour those in. Look at that.
Looks
and then
beautiful.
shade the rest. Of course, I don't have to colour that because I've got my cabochons going to sit there.
Fab, that just looks great. Polly's actually said, so you can also use watercolour.
Yeah.
And what kind of fine liner would you use if you're using watercolour?
You need a permanent.
Permanent,
So
perfect.
yeah, so if you're going to use an art liner, it's water based. As soon as you put water on it, it's going to move. And sometimes that works great because it gives you kind of an inky feel to your drawing. But if you're going to use watercolour pencils, you need a permanent fine liner to do that with.
Fantastic. I've got more questions. We're going to get to them. For now, though, I need to be honest with you. I've got about a third of my stock left only on this. please do seize the moment. I can't guarantee this price point again, as per usual. It is tariff free today. It is just $44.99. You are making a dramatic saving on that. $60.28. And let's face it, a whole winter's worth of creativity. Grab it whilst you can at that price point. I have got a third of my stock left, and that is it, 1/3. Grab it whilst you can. Okay, the other very, very popular one is our bee collection. I have only got 14 of these left. Literally 14 of this deal left. I'm going to show you quickly what we've got going through here. So I'm bringing to you the Steampunk bees. You're going to get an instruction. Yes, we're going to be demoing this. Of course we are. You've got all of your instructions here. It's step by step. But as you have just seen, you don't just have to stick to what it tells you in a book. So this is almost just like a jumping off platform. Do you know, I suppose, a bit what it's like? It's almost like when you start to learn to cook, let's say you follow a recipe for an omelette. You learn skills in that, don't you? That means you can kind of cook anything. You know, you learn about chopping, you learn about whisking and all the rest. Think of this book as almost that, your first taste of it that can get you into absolutely anything. You have got the fabulous stencils, there's loads of these. This is absolutely jam-packed, this one. You've got so many different designs. You've got beehives in here. You've got all those fabulous shapes. Frames, perfect for mandalas and more details, more backgrounds, so much going on in here. And today, this is your deal, and that is why we have got over half of our stock gone on this one right now. By the way, not only can you get pink bees, but also Rhonda messaged in saying there are also blue bees. I'm getting on Google to check that.
You colour them whatever you like. When you've drawn it, it's your piece, isn't it? You can do what you like with it.
True, absolutely true. This is your time to grab it. Half of the stock, over half of the stock is gone on this. There is, what did you say? Oh, blue bees. You said that quite fast then. I was like, blimey, you're on a work computer. There are blue bees. And moving on, whilst we can.
Yeah, let's change the subject.
Shall we get crafting? I'm with you, Sandra.
Okay, stencil, same thing. Applies, you're going to number it. Then you can follow your instructions. I've put myself a vertical line. Again, I'm just using my little bit of scrap paper to just to sort of put you a drawing in there. So, okay, first one, it's talking about some sort of circles. They are circles because my husband John drew them. I told him what size and he drew them. He's like, thank God for that. Imagine, he's an engineer, he likes precision, and I'm giving him some sort of bubble. And he's like, what's this? I'm like, yeah, but I need it like that. It's quite an interesting conversation. Actually, you know, for an artist as well, my husband's colourblind.
Interesting, wow.
So when you say, what do you think of this, John? He's like, it's lovely. I'm like, you don't even know what colour it is, do you? He's like, no, not really. It's yes, dear. That's what I get. Yes, dear. So, okay, I've put some circles there. Concentric, which means I'm trying to keep them all sort of like even if I can. Follow the numbers, which is what's in the instructions. Got that. Doesn't look like much, but here we go. I'm going to come in. I'm going to press on a little bit. I'm going to put a little double line there. Double line there. Turn my paper. I'm going to do it again. And again. And then here I could choose. I can put one in the middle, or I can put two in there. I'm going to go with two.
Okay.
So I'm going to do the same there. So always in pairs, these. There's a reason for that. Okay. All right. So I'm not going to do anything with that yet because I'm going to put other things on the top of it.
Okay.
And we'll work that. But you can see here, looking at my instructions, you can see it's actually making a cog.
Brilliant.
Yeah. So I can do the bit in the middle as well. One there, look. One there. One there. And one there. Again, nothing crazy at all there. Next thing, we want to put a little bit of a head on there. So let's have a look. We've got different size bees on this. You see, quite a large going to different sort of kind of shape there. You've got a little one going on there, little one going on there. So it's nice to sort of have that sort of option, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you see my shape is slightly coming inside that cog. Let's put that on. And then the body, I'm going to bring it down a bit. So you're creating your own bee. It's not me saying this is a bee, draw around it.
Yeah.
You are deciding the different variations between that. So let's have a look now. Okay, I've got the first wing. So what I've got to make a decision is my wing's going to be on top, so I don't want to see that bit of cog. So, my little bit of rubber. I have cut a rubber to size. It's not just that I've used this rubber for years. I do cut my rubbers to size to suit. Getting rid of that bit in the middle and putting this on. So like, how do I get that wing on that side looking the same?
Yeah.
And this is where my pens come in handy, because this is my regular fine liner. I'm going to draw a little bit of that line there so I can see where it's coming. So I've marked a couple of points on my stencil. So then if I turn it round,
line it up.
And if I line my little bits and pieces up again, I can draw in that one. Then I'm going to move this up. Oh my God, I wanted all of that in there, didn't I? There you go. Get rid of that bit. And draw that one in. And then I'm going to come in with this one. See, I'm choosing where to angle it. I'm the creator.
Yeah.
So I'm the one that's deciding where things are going. Okay.
Whilst you're adding on that wing, we've actually had a question about rubber technique.
Oh, okay.
From Carol. When you're working with pencil and you need to erase, do you use a really soft lead pencil? Because it seems like I can never get the pencil marks off. Any tips?
Oh, yeah, it's all down to, it's going to sound really daft, it's down to the rubber that you're using. If you're using something like a putty rubber, and you've gone in with a heavy lead, so say your lead is a HB or a H, and you've pressed on, doesn't matter how much of a rubber you're going to use, you're always going to get the lines.
Got you.
The tip is to use your pencil lightly. Okay. If you find you're holding it sort of quite low down and you're getting it too heavy, then move your hand further up the pencil and you're going to get a lighter pressure because you can't physically put a lot of pressure on. So the lighter your pencil, the better you've got a chance. The rubbers I use, they're not particularly expensive rubbers, but you can see they're very flexible.
Yeah.
There's not to the point of putty. I don't do putty rubbers particularly.
Right.
But it's nice and soft, and it's how you feel with it. Some will leave a mark, won't they?
Yes.
So you don't want to be getting one of the novelty character kind of things because they don't tend to have that flexibility in there. But yeah, that would be my thing. Go in lighter with your pencil, soft rubber. You see I've got my little bee going on there.
Lovely.
What I want to do now, I'm going to put a couple little bits. So you think, okay, I've got to put eyes in. You've got 2 curves for eyes. Now I've got to put antennae in, so I'm going to come in with a double line there. But because it's a steampunky version, it's going to have a little joint there. Another little one there, look, with a joint. Now this is where fantasy kicks in, because if it's not quite how you sort of think, oh, a bee should look like that, doesn't matter. Look, antennae. Legs. Now you'd do this in pencil, wouldn't you? So you'd do like little stick legs to start with, like that. Okay, and then you could come in and put your little attachments in, like so, and then double up the lines. So that gives you that. So let's change this wing. So I'm going to come in here, I'm going to go over there a little bit, I'm going to bring that in, I'm going to go in there and draw in that one. So you can kind of see that it looks like it's going underneath. Let's just fill that bit in. So then if I bring in another line here, now again, don't forget you would be doing all this in with pencil first. I'm just doing a very kind of quick version. So you see you're starting to get something that looks like it's going to be, let's thicken it up there. See, and then I can bring this wing in. Again, because my pencil's underneath, I can rub this out later. But what I won't do is rub it out straight away. I'll want to make sure that my pen has dried. So these little shapes that we did earlier, if I draw in that first shape like that, and then I go down and then up, down and then up, and it's actually going to give me a cog shape, like so. One more thing that's worth mentioning. Again, I'm going to do it in pen, but you do it in pencil. No, I'll do it. Let's do 1, 2, 3 lines. I'm going to come in and put a small line there.
Great.
And then I'm going to put a little line between the two, like that. Little line between the two. I'm going to come in with a little shape there, put a little screw head on.
So this bit really is like playtime, isn't it?
It is.
Just add it, be creative.
Let's just draw that in.
Fab.
See, I'm sort of slightly curving the shape now. So I've had that structure there.
Yeah.
But now I'm actually coming in and I'm changing that shape. I'm going to put a little top on there, look. So it's kind of looking like a bit of a beehive, but it's got that three-dimensional shape coming in with it because I've put those lines in. You see? So if I bring one in, I've done a bit more on. So of course you've got some extra curves coming in. I mean, it looks like a bee, doesn't it?
Yeah. 100%.
Oh, let's put loops.
See what it is.
He's got no bottom legs. Loop, bobble, loop, bobble.
Ah,
loop,
the old loop and bobble.
bobbles.
It's fab. Wow.
There he is. Yeah.
That's amazing.
But of course, you see this shape here.
Yeah.
It's actually, you do have that kind of shape there on your stencil.
Of course.
But what I've actually done is I've taken my frame, because it's giving me a larger piece.
Yeah.
And I've sort of decided, let's have a look. So I've gone with a point at the top. See, I can see my centre mark there where I've worked it from.
Yes,
So
where
I've
you
got my
put it in the
centre
middle.
mark. I've drawn around two of the lines.
Yeah.
And then I've picked every other dot. So I've not done every dot. I've gone dot, miss one, dot, miss one, dot, miss one. So I've got that kind of shape. And then all I've done, so if I just do a quick sort of variable like this, so you've got that kind of shape going on. So I've marked a dot, missed one, put a dot, missed one, put a dot. So I've got that all the way around my shape.
Fab.
And I've taken these lines to that centre point, like so, like that. So I'm getting the perspective all the way around, giving me those sections.
Ah, I get you.
And then all I've done, so I'll do this with a different colour so you can see it. I've put this shape in here.
Lovely.
And I've put this shape in here. And then I've gone up bank and down bank, like a zigzag. So this is a little simpler or simplified version of this. I've done 2 rows here and crisscrossed them. Whereas this one, just done that, which gives me that shape. So you see,
That's
having the
amazing.
bee, then I could come in and shade that. I've actually got a bee within a frame, so it's more card-like, isn't
Yeah,
it?
definitely.
All you're going to do a little bit of a background paper with that, put it on a card, sentiment job done. So going from there to there.
It's incredible, isn't it?
Lovely, isn't it? Of course, pink, blue, whatever colour you want to go with.
And it is that simple. You just need the right ingredients and a little bit of me time, and you have got all of this available. This is so cool. I love this. Oh, there's 12 of these left now. Okay, way over half the stock gone on this. Once they're gone, they're gone. This is your price for today, right here, right now. Yes, it's tariff-free USA, so grab your hands on it whilst you can. There's lots of you getting involved. Polly is saying, thank you for answering my question, guys. You're so welcome. Hope all of that watercolour and colouringness helped you. Hello to Pat. Thank you for showing the native Dreamcatcher. Really, really popular, the native Dreamcatcher, just so you know. So if you haven't grabbed it yet, do. Mary Pat is saying, I love watching Sandra.
Oh, I hope you're having a go, though. Don't just sit and watch. Actually do it. The self-esteem, you know, and the way you feel when you've actually picked one of these up and drawn something is remarkable. And that really gives... it gives me a buzz as well. I like to see what you've done because I can draw, but me breaking this down and giving you the opportunities to draw for yourself, it's something that I think in school, being a teacher, I don't think it was ever, when I was learning anyway, it was never something you did. You could either draw or you couldn't. So, you know, then giving a bit of a plant life and some apples and oranges in front of you and saying, draw that, you have no idea. But with this, having a bit of structure and a few instructions, suddenly you're drawing. And that, for me, is the main thing. That's what I'm hoping to achieve for you.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, absolutely. It's your opportunity to grab it whilst you can. Bee's bundle available for you now. That is a sensational price because the amount you're getting, you're looking at over 70 quid, isn't it, really? So if you do want it right now, Sandra's given us a great deal. Give it a go, give it a try. It is your tariff-free price for you today. Lots more messages coming through, lots more questions. We've got ages and ages left, so keep some coming and we will get those answered. Do do check out your baskets in this break, because some of them I have got less than 2 handfuls left, so do seize the moment on that. Myself, Sandra and that was loud, wasn't it? Muscles. Myself, Sandra and the entire team will be back with you after this.
Hi there, my name's Cooper. I'm also known as Cooperman by my friends on Crafters TV. I love Crafters Companion, even though my mummy spends more money on their products than my treats and toys. But she spends so much time crafting in her craft room, which means I get loads of treats. So thank you, Crafters Companion. Woof woof.
Hello, it's Leanne here. I'm here to invite you to Christmas in the Making Live. It's going to be on Sunday the 31st of August, and it's a full day of live crafting with 5 festive, fabulous projects for you to create. Did you love Craftaganza? Did you feel you missed out? Did you want to join in? This is for everybody, and we're going to be doing for a full day those 5 fabulous festive crafting projects. There's going to be cards, gift tags, boxes, 3D projects, colouring, embossing, die cutting, you name it, I'm going to include it, and I'm going to take you by the hand, step by step on the journey. We are going to be using our brand new launchers, but if you don't have them, I don't want you to worry, because we're going to give you all of the measurements, all of the skills, all of the know-how, and you can craft along with your own stash at the same time. Sunday the 31st of August, it's going to be the most glamorous festive event that you could imagine. Get your ticket, I can't wait to see you there.
What I love most about Crafters TV is the community.
Crafters TV brings everyone together from different corners of the world.
It also connects you with people from all over the world.
You guys have been there for me. I feel like you guys are my family.
I feel like I'm crafting along with my friends.
I met some of my best friends for life from Crafters TV, so thank you very much.
When you're having a tough time, you can switch on Crafters TV and you can go in the live chat, and you know people will be there for you as well.
And there's so much support, respect, and inspiration all through the socials.
It's a place where we can all share our love for Crafters Companion, ideas, and get inspiration from each other.
So what's not to love about Crafters TV? So go make a coffee and pull up a chair. Let's all get crafting. I'll see you all there.
Hi, I'm Alex Girling. I don't normally wear glasses, but to read I need to wear my glasses. I've known of Crafters Companion for probably the whole time that they've existed, which happens to be the amount of time that I've been doing papercraft. I across stitcher originally, knitting, things like that, and then I sort of discovered papercraft, and that's really taken over everything that I do. And I have to say, having just gone through all of my craft stash, the majority of what I have is Crafters Companion. Nothing compares, just brilliant. Thank you so much for everything that you do. I'm sorry, I'm not in my craft room. It's quite dark in there and the lighting isn't fantastic, and I'm waiting for my lunch. So, thank you. Keep up the brilliant work. You're all amazing. Thank you very much.
It's always so so lovely hearing all about those beautiful stories, isn't it? Welcome, crafters, creatives, and just general legends. It's fab to be with you today. Hi, my name is Becky. If you fancy inspiration and you fancy grabbing some bargains, you are absolutely in the right place. You have pulled into Inspiration Station. We have got for you a stunning collection. Let me show you what you can get in this bargainacious bundle today. Completely tariff-free, so US, you're not paying extra on this if you're grabbing it right here, right now. We have got for you the Native Dreamcatcher collection, and yes, this is one of your favorites. It's your Sanntangle. Now, if you've not seen this before, you have no idea how you're going to get your head around this. All you're looking at this is going, I want to be able to do it, but I don't think I can. Don't worry, you're in the right place, because we have got step-by-step instruction coming up from the fabulous Sandra herself. If you do want to try this out for the first time in an affordable way, this is a great way to do it. Stock on this is low. I will let you know that. We've only got double figures of these. It's $18.99. It's a great one, especially if you're just dipping your toe in the world of this fabulous medium. We have got these wonderfully hand-created, step-by-step, done from idea in brain to you having it in your home from the fabulous Sandra. Hiya, Sandra.
Hi, I do love this one because it's very quick. It's quite instant to sort of create something. And before you know it, you think, well, what if I try that shape and how does that work? So I'm just going to get straight in and show you. The first thing I've done, you do have a couple of different sizes. So I've gone ahead here and I've marked all my dots, marked the center dot, and then I've drawn a line between them. So my dots are in pen and my lines are in pencil for now. I've gone in a little bit heavier, but we've talked about pencil. Do it as light as you can because you're not going to need those when we've finished. So, okay, I've got a couple of different shapes here. See, again, I've got two shapes this size and the same ones, but different, because then it shows you could do this version or this version if you want to. So let's have a go. So I'm going to go with this shape, a bit like a plectrum, isn't it?
Yeah.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to line the point up with the dot on the outside, and I'm going to kind of by eye measure it, sort of, you know, I say just by eye, so it's kind of half and half. Yeah. And I'm going to put myself a mark on my stencil there. You see where that vertical line is?
Yeah.
Because then I'm going to draw that in place like that. Like that. Yeah? And then I'm going to turn it round and I'm going to do exactly the same again with this next point. But you see where I've put that mark? I can line it up with that line.
Useful.
And I'm going to do it again. I'm going to turn it round. Point. Where's that mark again? Look, line it up with that line. Draw it again. Turn it round. You wait till you see this. It's fab. I'm trying to like, hide in it. I'm not going to show you until it's done. So again, look. Mark another line, so you're getting the same shape going on. Same again, line it up, draw round, and again. See, I've got to kind of do the whole thing with this. I can't do half and go, oh, you just do the
We
half.
want to see the whole thing, for sure.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, here we go. Do that one. Are you ready?
Yeah. Oh,
look at that! So you've got all this, so intricate, isn't it, as you work your way round?
Yeah.
So let's do the rest of it with it, because of course we want to see.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put that vertical in. I'm going to extend it a little bit, and because it's kind of round, I've got this sort of arc shape here.
Yeah.
So let's put that in. Again, I'm sort of just gauging it by eye so I can see where I'm going with this. I'm going to come in and put it in with pencil. One there. Again, I'm always doing it heavier. Do it lightly.
Okay.
And then on this side, I'm going to put the little arrowheads. There it is. Draw that straight in. And then on this side, I've got the sort of, I can't remember, is it a fletchling at the end of it?
Oh, sorry.
A fletchling at the end of an arrow.
Oh, is that what it's called?
Something
I thought
like
you
that,
said flatulent at the end of it.
No, you know. So you've got this shape here, bit like an arrow. Now, I don't want the whole shape. I don't want it that large. So I'm going to just bring it in so I can do that bottom section.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to move it down. So I'm creating the correct size that I want for that section.
Brilliant.
See? So then I'm going to come back in. There we go. And put that shape. Hang on a second. Back in. Okay, that one there. And that one there. I'm just going to put a couple of little like screw heads there, you know, so it looks like it's going in there. So I've got something that's going to hang off.
Lovely.
So rather than just drawing a line, see I've got this little row of little dots there. I'm going to put those little dots in, join it up. So it's now hanging. Okay, first bit's done. So just to make that a bit more interesting, let's take it over the top of that little curved arrow, and then I'm going to pretend it's going under and coming back up, a little letter S, and I'm going to sort of wobble it down, hang it down, little heart on the top.
Oh,
so it just
cute.
looks like it's been hung over.
Lovely.
So next little bit, let's do these first. See, I'm not following the instructions, I'm getting a bit rogue. So I'm going to put this one in here. You're like, okay, what's going on? I'm going to use those dots again, line it up, and I'm going to join that. There we go. Up to that dream catcher. Look. So another cool little thing with this, I'm going to put some dots in again. So I do use this kind of little row a lot. So let's put a few in. Okay. So I've got a row. But then if I use this centerpiece here, I'm going to use the middle one there. I'm going to line my dot up with like the 3 o'clock position.
Yeah.
Just sort of by eye, check I'm kind of straight. And I'm going to follow those dots around to 9 o'clock. See, I've got that curve.
So that's how you get the sort of necklace chain.
Yeah,
look.
bring that dot, line the dot back in with my verticals, put that in. Look. Join the dots.
Great.
Just something so simple as that. And don't just think you do that with this. Anything that you want to add, extra little droplets and things like that, you can do with this stencil now because you've got that shape. You've got little droplets hanging, so you can get carried away. So let's put a couple of feathers in. Now your feathers, either way, you could use a stencil both sides, doesn't matter wherever you want to go with it. So let's have a look. I'm going to come in with this one. Now again, you would normally use pencil to draw these in, but I'm going to come in with pen so you can sort of see where it's heading. So that's going to sit in like so. Now I've given you the basic shape here because of course, keep working that in. There we go. Now I've not drawn this top bit in because what I can do, will bring a little bit up, put a little bubble around the top, draw a line, and it looks like it's a bead on the top there. Let's bring that line in into there. Got my feather. You can add extra bits, so I could take little nicks out if I want to sort of make it up and do my own thing with it there. Do one more feather, so I'm going to turn it round and do this. This is where you can be creating your own versions, can't you? Because it's up to you what you're going to do with it. That's it. Even if you didn't want to do the dream catcher, having these little feathers, they're lovely little pieces. You can mix them in with your flowers and such things. There we go.
Beautiful.
So if I just bring one in that I've done kind of a bit more to, there it is, look.
Oh,
so,
fab.
I mean, a very quick one, that, wasn't it? A really quick
that's
demo.
great.
I've added a little bit extra there. I've added a couple
Lovely.
of little feathers. And then from there, it's all about the colour and what you want to do with it. But
Just
that is quick, but it's fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really fun. This just is so much fun to draw, and you can change about with shapes. It's great to do.
Definitely, and to get something that's even if you were to do the whole thing by hand, this isn't a case of, oh, it takes double the time. It could take 3-4 times longer, and a lot of measuring, which for me is quite boring. This is your chance to grab it. If you want to dip your toe in, now is your opportunity. You can achieve this. I've got full faith in you. It's £18.99. There is only 22 of these available right now, and that is a fantastic price. Just check out that saving you're getting there. $25.79 seize the day on that one whilst you can. Lots of people chatting about these. Charlotte's in saying, got the bundle ordered.
Aww.
Congratulations. Also saying, love the birds, as they have the cardinal bird. Yes, I learned all about that earlier on. Never heard of it before. Carol's saying, I love the blending tool. Works so nicely when highlighting. And you can use it with these.
Absolutely, yeah. If you've got anything chalk-based, so if you've got pastel pencils, you can actually use the tortillons to blend that out as well. I mean, they won't blend pencil, unless you're using a blending solution. It works quite nicely with that. But yeah, anything you've got chalk based, you can have, I think, one for each colour kind of thing.
Yeah.
But they're really nice. Really cool. You don't have to be able to shade and colour, and it's quite a quick sort of response time. A little bit of pencil down, smooth it out with your tool. And of course, it's nice if you go back in. If you want it a bit darker, go back in with a black pencil. Make sure it's sharp and just on the edge where it's really dark, and kind of just feather it in a little bit. And it really, you know, like with the illusions and things like that, it's a brilliant little thing to add extra sort of detail there for you.
That's phenomenal. Oh, you're going to have so much fun with these. Huge congratulations to everyone who's got them. 22 available, and that is it. Now is your chance to give it a try, give it a go. Let's have a little go at the timepieces now. This is something that looks so complex. I almost imagine if you're looking at this for the first time, you think, wow, I will have to have been doing Sanntangle for 4 or 5 years. That's absolutely not the case, and we're going to explain that to you more in a moment. This is a mega bundle. You should be nearly 50 quid easily, but for you today, just look at that price point. We have got for you the wonderful embellished timepieces. Again, all of the detail, all of the instruction. You can tell that Sandra used to teach young people when you read this instruction booklet, because it's every single moment is kind of taken care of. Again, it gives you the tools that you need to learn, but then a wealth of creativity for you to just grow and grow your skill. I've also got in here for you the wonderful ornate art frames. These on the front of cards and so much more. You're just going to have so much fun. Use your sentiments in here. Has anyone had more than Donna's 500 sentiments? Donna says she's got around about 500 sentiments. Let us know how many you think you've got in your stash. But this is great for using with sentiments because you can actually change the size of that sort of space, that banner space, if you will. For all of this today, all of the instructions and really kind of endless creativity, just £44.99 or $60.28. This is a tariff-free deal, US lovers. So do grab it whilst you have the opportunity, because there's just so much to be enjoyed with this collection, isn't there?
There certainly is, and they work really well together, which is why I've put it in as a bundle, because you can mix and match and move things from one stencil to the other to have a bit of a play with it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought clockwise, we'll do a clock face. You've got 4 different designs going on in here, but of course it's only 4 designs to get you started.
Of course.
Once you start chopping and changing and mixing a few, they're endless. I know we say that with a lot of things, but they truly are endless. So let's get straight in. Vertical line, which I do a lot with my stencils, because you kind of need to ground them and have something to work to. I'm going to put that first shape in. This is going to be sort of the middle of my clock. Okay. You've then got all these different sizes that you can play with. So you think, well, I want a wider sort of design on the outside. Doesn't matter. I've given you a couple to sort of get you started with, but you don't have to follow exactly. So here we go. I'm going to come in with, I've got this one, 3, 4 and 5. So, you know, numbering my stencils always makes sense. So that's where I've gone. So you see already, look, I've got those in. I'm just going to sort of join in those little marks. We used to have stencils that got separate shapes and things, but you don't want to lose them. So having those little nicks in, just putting that in, doesn't matter, does it? You can do that. No. Okay, so you've got this one, and then I'm going to use number 26. Notice, look, as I'm actually using it slightly inside that first circle, because I just want that shape, like that.
Got you.
And then I can do that. Look, if I come in, find kind of the middle. See, to find the middle, to get a horizontal, I'm lining my stencil up with the edge of my paper and put myself a little horizontal in, just to help me. Anything that helps. And then I'm going to use a little bit of that shape. So you don't have to use all of it, a little bit. Put my little dial on there, angle it slightly, put another one there, and for this particular one, you could make it so it matches a watch that somebody you love has already got. Could be great for anniversaries, couldn't it? Leaving, that kind of thing. All right, so we've got that one on the end. I'm going to put a little curve on the top there. Little curve, little curve. Already it looks like a watch face, doesn't it?
It does, yeah, it does.
So let's put the little sort of like handle in there, Now I don't want to keep that as a rectangle, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to curve them like so. There you go. You see, come on in, and I can get rid of those. Because I've gone in really heavy with this. This is a B lead in this. You can see, you can still sort of see the shape in the background, but that's just because I'm pressing on. You won't see that when you do your own thing. I'm going to double up on that shape there. Okay. See, stop and start. So again, there's your little handle already. Oh, hang on, where's my little thing to get rid of me rubber? Okay. Next little bit then, I want to sort of change it up a bit, so I'm going to use this as my anchor. And I'm going to bring a curve along here. It's going to go underneath there, but then it's going to go over there. Okay. And then coming down here. But listen, I've got my finger like in place where I'm stopping and starting kind of thing. That's going to my vertical line. And then here I'm going to put a line here and a line here. Let's just bring my pen in so you can see what I'm doing here. I'm going to bring this one in. Because if I then follow this through, I'm going to come up here. So it's almost like I'm doing, you know, when you used to do bubble writing at school and draw around your letters?
Yes,
I'm kind of doing that around my shape here. Putting in that shape. You see?
Beautiful.
Look at that.
Looks
so
great.
let's do another one. So I'm coming up here. Now this time, I'm going to follow that through, look. And I've slightly changed my line now. I wasn't dead happy with it. Okay. I could do it because it's only in pencil. So I'm doing a part one there, look. And that's going to come back in. And let's do another one. So pencil, I'm going to come up here, look. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. And then if I follow it through again, like 1, 2, 3, and down. See, all coming into this little bit here. Yeah. So once you've done that, there's a couple more, but I want to bring some loops in. Okay. Loops are great. Loops. And it kind of changes the shape of things and it fills things in. Notice we've not done anything on the watch face yet, but that's okay. So I'm going to put a loop there, and this is why this is in pencil in a sense, because these loops come over the top there. I've done that before, haven't I? And let's draw the bit in that I'm going to keep, like so. And that's sort of coming over there, like so. So I'm not going to see that bit because it's all within there. So let's get rid of that. So let's have a look at the face of it now. So I've got these 4 lines, so I'm going to bring that little shape. You know, we've just done this on that curved hexagon. Yeah. Turn it this way. Same again. And again. And then I'm going to kind of, again, you would use pencil for this. I'm going to come straight in with pen, put 2 little ones. So I've got my 1, my 2, my 3. Same again. Don't have to measure. Life's too short. Okay. And then in between each one, I'm going to put this little curved line. So I'm getting quite an ornate kind of design. You see that? You know it's a clock face just by looking at it. Yeah. And sometimes, you know, if I'm putting numbers on, I won't put numbers in the right order. I might not go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I might go 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7 and put 4 somewhere else, or go the other way around. Okay. Just makes it a bit interesting. I know you're looking at me like, okay, why is that? No. Just makes it a bit interesting. Yeah, quirky. So if I bring one in, I've done a bit more on. You can see here. Let's just do a quick comparison. Great. So you can see the shapes there. Yeah. That I've done. Here, look, I've put extra lines. We've already done that kind of on the cog. Yes. Little curls. Yes. Then there's my shapes. I've just added a few more. Lovely. These ones, real good fun to draw. It's a line. And then you come back down as a wave. Look at a line. Back down as a wave. They're really nice. Yeah. And they're really addictive to draw them. These ones, again, we've drawn this in the snow and ice, if you recall. Yeah. So let's just bring one of those in just so you can actually bring one in here. So it's going to go underneath. But because I've drawn it in pen, you could go in pencil and draw it all in pencil. Let's rub out the bits you don't want. Really fun to draw. There you go. That's it. Quick tangling for you. But you see how it builds up from one to the other? Before you know it, clock face. No numbers in and no hands in yet, but I normally put the hands as the time that I've finished the drawing. Oh, that's a cute idea. It's quite nice. So if you've ever seen any of my clocks and you look at the time, it says 2:30. It doesn't necessarily mean 2:30 in the afternoon. It could be anything, but it's really nice to do that, isn't it? You're a little personal touch.
Yeah.
At the time of the birth, couldn't it?
Yeah.
Time of the wedding.
Or
anything
age as
like,
well,
anything
even.
like that.
You know, 1 and a 5 for a 15th birthday or something
Yeah, yeah.
like that. Oh, it's just gorgeous. It really is. This is your opportunity to grab them. We have only got 18 of this left. And yes, you do get both of these. And yes, all the instructions are there. And yes, you can do some incredible pieces. And yes, you can mix and match them with other things as well. You know, we've not just got these on the show. We've got loads of other treats and goodies. We are going to be diving into more shortly. And we're going to have some more inspiration. I see your messages coming through and any questions. We've got a little bit of time left with the fabulous Sandra, and then of course we've got Debbie Fisher coming up later on. For now though, please do check out your baskets because some of these are that close to being in single digits of quantity left. So grab what you can and then make yourself a brew and kick back and relax. We'll be back with you in a few.
Hello everyone, I am Aaltje de Vries from the Netherlands. The question is what I like about Crafter's Companion. When I bought my Gemini Junior in about June 2023, there was a card with a website and I went looking and I thought, are there so many products? I didn't know. The shows, I watched them and there to chat and the presenters were so great, so helpful and so professional. They taught me so much and when I had a question they told me how to do it and they gave a demonstration. Also, if I had a problem, I could email. That team is so great. They always mailed back and always had an idea to solve my problem. I'm so glad with it. Well, I did not know everything about Sarah, but I see the difference in what she does and what it becomes now, the Crafter's Companion. I can only say the whole team, everyone works so hard, so fine. Yeah, well, I didn't know it exists. The respect they have for everyone. I'm glad with it. I will say thank you, thank you, thank you to all of you for all you're doing. See you. Bye.
The Crafter's Companion warehouse clearance is here, and everything is just £1, $1 or €1. Stamps, dies, paper, markers, and so much more. Shop the warehouse clearance on our website today and save big.
My favourite part is the interaction we can have with the lovely presenters.
The laughter and the giggles and the dressing up and the jokes.
Really fun and really good, and sometimes the only laugh you will get when you're not feeling well.
There's a personal connection with the presenters and the demonstrators.
The inspiration and clear instruction is patiently presented.
I love everyone that I have come to know on Crafters TV.
Well, you got two comedians, Dan and Craig. They're not comedians really, they're brilliant.
Presenters are great. Demonstrators are great.
Number one is the enjoyment I get from watching Ben and all of the demonstrators making the projects.
You are all so down to earth and genuine people, always willing to share and help.
Personal connection with everyone that's involved in Crafters TV.
For me, they are becoming my friend, creating a personal connection and making you feel part of a crafting family.
And a chuckle, it just feels like you're right there in my living room.
Hello, crafty crew. How on earth are you doing? It's lovely to be with you this afternoon. My name is Becky. This is Crafters TV. We have got bargains, creativity, and the fabulous Sandra in with us. I've also got for you right here, right now, one of the most popular items of the show. So popular, in fact, over half of the stock has gone on this. If you love the outdoors, if you've been on holiday this summer or you're planning on, if you are into your car shows, if you're into your camper vans, it is all in one fabulously priced bundle right here for you. And yes, we're going to be demoing the one you've all been asking for. This is your Riverside row from the fabulous Sandra. It is your background stencils and your main stencils, all with instructions, step by step, stories along the way, of course, as you would expect from all of these beautiful pieces. It is something that is going to help you create your own world, create your own stories. There are stories along with this, but when you're learning the steps and you understand the roles, you can create your own little planet that you can share with your loved ones. Maybe making your own little book for your grandchildren that you can read to them, or storing your fabulous photographs with your holiday memories. All of this looks tricky, but as we're going to see, it absolutely is not at all. It should be much higher in price, but Sandra's with us and she's quite frankly fantastic. So she's giving us a deal and we're passing that deal on to you. To be completely honest, it is just £32.99 or $44.98. If you've tried this before, let us know how you found it. If you're grabbing this today, let us know. We'd love to say hi to you. If you've got any questions, we're with Sandra for a bit more time, so let me know and I will pass them on. If you want to grab this and you're brand new, sign up to our email, get 20% off. Everyone pays the same price. It's tariff free. Let's get inspired by Sandra.
Okay, so it's setting the scene before you even start with this, the camper van. Riverside Row has a lovely little campsite just beyond the trees with rope swings, cycle tracks and community facilities, even an on-site club. Can you imagine going back in time?
Yeah.
And you've got that kind of thing?
Yeah.
You know, drinks with straws and all that. Everything you need for a short stay away from home. The hardest part is packing all your belongings and balancing them on top of the van.
Oh.
So let's get to it, shall we? So where is the van? Here we go. I've drawn a vertical, always helps, and we're going to come in with the main part, which is number 31. And again, you're going to draw this nice and lightly. There's the first bit, look. So far, so good.
Easy.
And then I'm going to take the same stencil, I'm going to move it up a bit, because I want to take a little bit off the top there. Here we go. And I've not said how much or how little, because it's your van, isn't it? It's what you want to do with it. So
Absolutely.
let's join that to the top there. So it's giving us that top section, okay? So we've got that going on, that going on, that going on. So the next bit, what I want to do is bring in my windows. Where are the windows? Here they are. Let's put this one in. So again, this is going to sit slightly underneath there. And I'm going to come and draw in that bit. I'm going to move it along, and I'm going to do that bit as well. Because you see now that you've got something a bit 3D.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'm going to turn it over. I'm going to do the same on the other side. Again, you could mark it. I'm just doing it by eye, because we want to see this drawn, don't we? We don't want to see me measuring or anything. Okay, 2 windows. So then over the top here, I'm going to put my curve in there. Again, you could use the stencil, you know, the bottom, turn it the other way around.
Yeah.
Use the stencil. So you've got this shape going on there. And then we want of course, the little shape in the middle there. Let's do this one. So I want this sitting there in the middle. And I'm going to use this one. Again, please don't think, oh my God, she's just making this up. The stencil instructions are all there, showing you step by step how to do this. Look, it's got its nose. And then we're going to extend this curve a little bit outwards. And then I'm going to bring it down because I want that little bit there, a little bit fatter than that bit.
Okay.
Okay. Into there. Let's join that curve, I'm just going to remove that line there now because I don't need it. So you're going to see the shape a little bit better, okay? So we've not been on this very long, and already you can see where that shape's coming. Okay, there's that one. So then we've got extra bits to go on here. So let's look. We've got our little sort of wing mirrors. So they're going to sort of sit outside, sort of in midair for a minute, like so. Look, because I'm going to join them. There you go. And then we want a couple of wheels. So look, let's have a look. Shape number 32 on either side to form the wing mirrors. We've just done wheels number 45. Okay, so here we go. Wheels, look. Let's put that one. So I'm going to come in slightly. Let's just put myself a little horizontal line there because I don't want my wheels to be slightly off balance, do I? Okay. So do you think these have got air in, or do they have nitrogen in? Some cars have nitrogen in these days. I've got nitrogen in my tyres.
Do you? All right, Sandra, no need to show off.
I know, look at this. Just means a nice smoother ride.
Does it?
It does.
Oh, I
and
did not know
the only
that.
problem is, you find that they all sort of wear at the same time. So when you go in, you go, I think I need a new tyre. And they go, no, actually, you need all four.
Ah,
Oh.
that's interesting. I didn't know that.
That's for that. There you go. So I've got my little spaces there. I'm then going to do this. Let's come out a little bit here, out a little bit here. Come back round, and I'm going to use this shape to help give the width of that because we need a bumper. There we go.
Great.
It's already there, isn't it? Look at this.
Fab,
So then we want the traditional. Let's have a go. I'm going to put a little line there and a line there because, again, I want to sort of imagine where my shape's going. Look. There it is. Yeah. Let's have a look. Are we done? Oh, we need our little lights now. So, okay, I'm looking at the picture now. I'm thinking, well, it's got a large circle there. Let's have one there and a small one there. But again, the numbers are there, but you can create your own, can't you? There you go. So we need a little bubble there, a little bubble there. So we need our little window wipers, look.
Fab.
Yeah, I'm going to put the Sanntangle in there, but you can have your family name, can't you?
Of course, you can write what you like, can't you?
Oh, look, just matches there.
Fab.
Yeah.
I just love that.
And then we've got suitcases, so I've kind of put things in a similar place. So, but we could have it slightly so if we want to. It's sort of like looks like. Hang on a second, it's wandering off a little bit.
Oh, like it's sort of teetering on the edge.
Yeah.
Great.
And then we're going to bring in, I've got a little bit of I need a bit of rope, don't I, of something. Let's sort of work that around like so. Going to double the line up. Let's go all the way along. Double the line up. I'm going to put like a little bubble there. So if I come in with pen with this, I'm going to use a kind of a red so you can see what I'm doing. I've got like the ends. What if I do then letter S? See an S there?
Yeah.
Then I'm going to do it again. S, 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 S.
Ah, clever.
There we go. All the way down. I mean, you could do it that way, or you can come in with a diagonal line like so. Just do a little bit of it.
Ah, a bit of a different texture, isn't it?
And then you could sort of come in with a curve, one side, like that, and then a curve on the other side. So you're getting a similar, it's going to look slightly different, but you're getting a similar sort of effect.
Great.
As to what you want to do with that. So there's your little knot. And then, of course, you can come in and you can put your little details on your suitcases and things like that if you want to. Got everything in that. I mean, that was pretty quick, wasn't it?
Really quick,
there he
but
is.
it looks
If I bring
so
you one in,
intricate.
you can see, look, there you go.
Way.
There it is.
Oh.
So once you've got your own collar, you've got a little bit of something going on there. And of course, we talked about the stencils, didn't we, earlier?
Yeah.
So you could, if I just get a little bit of ink, let's have a look what we've got. Got a bit of green. So you could have a little bit of, and this is going to be really sort of quick and rush, but you can sort of see where it's going there. Let's move that one around a bit. So let's have a little bit of the sides here. maybe have, you know, the Dales.
Oh, that's great.
Last time I went to the Dales, it took me like 6 months to get the whole colony of bugs off my front. Yeah, I had to get a professional cleaner in.
Blimey.
To come and clean me car. I couldn't get the bugs off the front. So again, you know, you've got those lovely like little flowers that you can bring. This is all with the bundle. I just love this stencil because you can do so much with it. So you can start to bring in, let's go a little bit stronger with that colour. You start to bring in, so this could be like Holland, couldn't it?
Yeah, with the tulips.
Tulips and things. Just so you can kind of see how that looks. There you go. You see, start to bring in your little bit. I know it's a real quick sort of version that is, but
looks great.
It was all about the camper van, wasn't it? There you go, a little bit of land. There you go, straight road. Of course, you can put your plate in.
Fabulous.
There is a stencil shape for that. There you go. Oh, one. There it is.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I know it's very rushed and lots of things going on there, but I think I want you to get the technique. It's not about the finished image, it's about how do you do it.
And you've
it's good
shown
fun,
us
that one, isn't it? It's really good
minutes.
fun to draw. Yeah.
Literally minutes. Sandra, thank you so much. If you do want to grab this, very few of these left, very few indeed. You can create that wonderful camper van, and in fact, a whole town's worth for you to grab here. So many people messaging in. Jeffrey saying, top of the day. Becky, Sandra, and the most fantastic CTV crew. Carol saying, thanks, Sandra. You are awesome to watch.
Oh, thanks.
So lovely, isn't it? Karazin saying, first time trying out Sanntangle using my dragonfly set whilst watching the bumblebee.
Oh, the dragonfly is just beautiful, isn't it? There's so many things you could do. A little bit of glitter on there, a little bit of extra detail. Beautiful. I'm so glad you had that one. I hope you're enjoying it. It's great.
Oh, that's so lovely. Rhonda from Crowley's Creations is saying, even if you only do what's in the instructions and what Sandra says in the books, you will be amazed at the result. And that's the great thing. Even if you just do that, you're going to be amazed. But there's so much more you can do. Thanks for sharing that with us, Rhonda. Appreciate it. So this is your final chance, final call for your Riverside row. If you want to grab this set, you absolutely can. Let's go on to our new silhouette bundle because this is only 20 left. It was literally shown for 5 minutes this morning and we now only have 20 left. And we are going to have a little bit of a chat through this in a moment, but let me show you. This is one of our most gargantuan bundles of the day. So we are bringing to you the Raven silhouette. Says it was Raven, but as you can see here, make it multicolored. You can have really good fun with this. We have got all of these fabulous stencils. Oh, it's a popular one, this one. We've got your bird cage, we've got the Raven, and we've got the masking shapes as well. As well as this, I'm bringing to you the Highland cow. You cannot move for this motif at the moment because it is just, it's everywhere, isn't it? I've seen it in wallpapers, cards, I've seen it in furnishings, beautiful shape. The fashion of it's going nowhere, so get ahead of that curve. I bet you've got some lovers of this. And again, look at the amount of shapes you're getting in here, not just the Highland cow itself with all of that lovely detail, but also the thistles and more. I've got the cat silhouette as well. Have we got any cat lovers at home? If we have, message in, what are your cat names, please? We have got for you here beautiful cat detail. Again, obviously we love our pets, but do think Halloween is around the corner. These could be great for sort of a black cat feel, but also multicolored opportunities here. You've also got these windows designs, which are beautiful. And then I've got the hearts and wings. It's almost like body art, this for me. I just think it's beautiful. You've got this really lovely detail, so many designs, so many opportunities. Just from playing with the shapes you get here, you're getting all of this. That is a mammoth collection you are getting there. So it's the hearts and wings and your cat silhouette, and you're getting your Highland cow, and you're getting your Raven and your bird cage. All of this today should be over £70. It's just $59.99 today, or $78.99. Whilst you're here and whilst you're live, that price is tariff free, so you're not paying any extras on top of it. Everybody pays the same price. Seize the moment whilst you can. Shall we get some inspiration? I know the woman for you. Sandra, I'm with you.
Now this one, I love the hearts ones because you sort of think you could draw this, you could ink it, but you can actually get this onto fabric. Imagine stitching it and applique and things like that.
Gorgeous.
The sizes and the shapes work so well. So I'm going to sort of go on with, I've got a bit of, what colour have I got here? Look, here we go. Plum jam, bit of plum jam. So I'm going to do, this is a lovely little design going on, and they've all been hand drawn. So you look at them, you think, if I want to hand draw some things to add to it, it's going to fit in. So they're not computer generated. I actually physically drew it by hand. So it's just nice to know that, I think, sometimes, because we don't want something that looks so precise and then try and hand draw and add something over the top. We'll find it doesn't quite work. So, okay, I'm just putting a little bit more of it, of the colour down that bottom end there, just so I've got something going on. Okay, let's have a look at that on its own. Just looks lovely, doesn't it?
Gorgeous.
So let's bring in my mask for that. Again, you could, a little bit of blue tack. I've got my lovely, I do use these a lot, the orange. So I'm going to go round the outside with that. Let's bring that orange in there. So, you can mix and match because you've got the inner and the outer of this. So if I wanted to ink the main heart shape, I could have done that first, and then come over the top with my designs. But I'm wanting the outside to have a little bit of inking on it. Okay, takes a little bit longer because I'm just using my practice papers for this, but you get the idea. So I've got that shape.
Oh, that pops.
Even again, just looks lovely, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
So let's go a little bit further. I quite like the idea of this shape. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just leave that there for a minute because I don't want to sort of touch that. And I'm going to come in with that stencil. I'm going to use the same kind of orange or whatever's on my brush at the time. Let's bring that back in. And I'm going to add a few of these little shapes going on there. And so I've got this sort of coming off there.
Oh,
let's
gorgeous.
take this one. So I can choose, let's just move that over.
Yeah, choose your placement.
The bits I want, really. I don't want all of it again. But I know it's going to match. And again, you could, if you wanted to, you could draw through all these and sort of shade them in how you wanted it to be. So let's have a little look at that.
Oh, looks great.
Okay.
Oh,
but now we want to do a little bit extra, and because we all know we can leave it at that, but we're in here for doing a little bit of tangling, drawing, aren't we?
Yeah.
So let's bring this in, and I'm going to come back in with this stencil because what I want to do now is line that back up again. I'll just do half of it so you can see the difference.
Okay, lovely. Actually, whilst you're doing that, Pat has asked a question. Am I understanding this right? One should trace with pencil first, or can you go straight in with permanent art liner?
You can go straight in if you like, it's absolutely fine. Just what I tend to do, if you're drawing something like one of the timepieces, you might find that something wants to go over or under. So doing it in pencil first means you've got options. Whereas if you go straight in with pen, you don't have so many.
Got you.
But something like this, go straight in with pen if you're confident enough, that's fine.
Brilliant.
Okay, so what am I doing here? I've drawn around these ones in pen.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to come in and anything sort of kind of at the top, I'm coming in and I'm thickening up that line, just filling it in a little bit. So I'm doing this quite quickly. I do have a finished sample you can see, but I wanted you to see how it works. Okay, so everything's sort of kind of at the top. You see how it's working already?
Yeah.
And let's do this one here. Fill that in there. That's that one there. So I'm not sort of saying, oh, look where the light's coming in. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying pick a side and keep it. So if you thought, oh, I want to do the left, stick to the left and do everything on the left.
I see.
Or the right, do the same there. But this one, I'm sort of on the top sections. So thickening it up, filling it in. In we go. Like so. See, this one is going to be a little bit there, look. there, and there. You see what we're kind of getting there?
Yeah, yeah.
It looks like the white heart is actually now sitting on the top.
Yes, it does.
If I bring a bit of pencil in here. And again, this is not going to move as much as I would like because I'm on my practice paper.
Okay.
Okay. Tortillon.
Looks fab, doesn't it?
There we go. So you just a quick idea. So if I bring in, look at that, this one.
Yeah.
I just need to put a bit of pencil in there. So this is on my cartridge paper, so I'll get a better finish.
Lovely.
On this here. So doing this nice and subtle and
Yeah.
adding that little bit over the top,
Yeah.
it's kind of giving you a bit more of a structure because you're inking, and it's something you're used to doing with us all being card makers. We know how to do that, but having that extra bit, you could even use a different coloured pen. You don't have to go in with black. There you go.
That's great, isn't
Gives
it?
you that. It looks like the white's on the top, doesn't it? It's like
Yeah.
a white die cut.
Completely.
And everything underneath, and you perhaps used a foam pad in the middle, but of course you haven't. It's completely flat.
No electricity needed at all. It's fabulous, isn't it? This is that silhouette collection. Loads of love coming in for you, Sandra. We've got Pat saying, I'm loving the new silhouette bundle. If you do want to seize the moment, now is your chance. We've got all of these I'm about to show you. Hello to Stephanie saying, Sandra, you are amazing.
Oh, thank you.
We've got Sheila in saying, hello, Becky and Sandra. Em's Books Are Everywhere is saying, I'm learning so much from Sandra, but I've just arrived at work. I'll definitely be watching the show when I get home. And I've already placed my order. Hiya, Ems. How's the future? Hope you had a good day at work. It's a brilliant bundle. It really is. A great saving you're making on this one. So a huge congrats to everyone who got their hands on it. Very low in stock. Whether you've been getting the bees, which you have in your droves, whether you've been getting the timepieces one, which is really, really popular as well, or you've been getting the, what was the other really popular one? The Riverside row as well. It's a great range that we've got, and thank you so much for sharing that with us, Sandra.
Oh, you're welcome. I've tried to bring a little bit of everything. So whatever sort of you're into, whether it's your Riverside row in the houses kind of thing, or whether it's more about the bees or, you know, the silhouettes, there's so much to choose from. Just pick something you like the look of and have a go. Honestly, you'll be amazed at what you can achieve. You really will.
And you don't have to have been in crafting for years and years to give this a go.
No.
You really don't. It's just a wonderful one. Sandra, thank you so much
thank
for
you. It's
today.
been a pleasure.
It's been lovely to work with you. When are you in next with us? Do we know?
No idea. I used to it's about once a month. But,
Lovely.
you know, we're very, very busy at the minute, all over the place. And,
I know, and I would just like to wish you luck with the move that you've been. She's been really enjoying it. Her face says it all.
Well, no.
Thank you so much, Sandra. Wonderful lot. If you have just got your teeth into this creativity, don't worry, we have got absolutely loads more to come. I've got the fabulous Debbie Fisher back. She's back on holiday, and I bet she's the colour of a golden goddess. We have got for you brand new beginnings, and we've got a craft along. We will see you in an hour. Don't go anywhere, because we've got so much more to come.